We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and Chicago. You look at Chicago. What a final series they've had, going undefeated, 3 wins to nothing. They have a chance tonight to sweep the series and walk away as NBA champions.
And Kevin, it feels like the party's already started in this building. The fans anticipating what might happen later tonight, watching their team receive that trophy on the stage. But, you know, the players can't think about that stuff. They've got to focus on the task at hand.
Steve, you're exactly right. They're smart enough not to get ahead of themselves. But I'm sure they also know that no team has ever recovered from a 3-0 deficit to win a playoff series in the NBA. So they can be forgiven just a bit for thinking about that trophy some.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Dion Waiters is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. No good for Mr. Moves. And so here is Oklahoma City. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
And the shot is good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Outside Westbrook. Off the screen. Offers off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Mr. Moves. Noah kicks to Butler. It's off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked. Here's Mr. Moves.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Outside Gasol. Lets it go from deep. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target for Mr. Moves.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
It's Durant with the drive, and there's another one for the Thunder. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gasol passes to Mr. Moves. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening. That one drops. He ties it up. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Westbrook drives in. Count the bucket. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
I asked him what he could say to his team at this point, and he told me it was easy coming up with a pregame speech, saying everyone expects them to finish us off anyway. The pressure is on them now. It's almost as if our team can just finally relax, and if we do, we'll be able to get back to our game and get back in these finals. An optimistic attitude, to be sure, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Adams. Here's Ibaka, goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
Bulls trail by 4. Here's Mr. Moves. They get it again. The Thunder have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Dives for it, tries to save it, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Great positioning on the putback.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's got 8, and the shot is good. Mr. Moves got 10.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
And Westbrook, here we go. Hill dishes to Waiters. And Adams kicks to Hill. Oklahoma City the rebound. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. Rose, he's checked in for the...
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
Chicago trailing here. So for Oklahoma City right now, ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Dion Waiters is out there with Solomon Hill, and it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. Mr. Moves passes to Butler. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Waiters. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The shot's good from Mr. Moves. Here's Waiters. Outside Durant. For 3, Hill. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Mr. Moves. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Yeah, they're really starting to put it together offensively, looking to build on this lead.
Now here's Durant. Will it go? And it's good. Durant's got 5 points so far.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Passes it to Aguilar. To the right side. And Hill over to help. The pass to Aguilar. From beyond the arc. And the Bulls another 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And he's able to get it back. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples of that, Steve, right now.
Yeah, they look cohesive, and, you know, anytime he takes control, you can just feel this group come together.
Yeah, it's priceless when you have a guy who sets the example he does and then backs it up with timely communication as well as consistent performance. I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Well, they've really caught fire. Their shooting percentage is in the high 50s now, so they're rolling.
Now, here's Adams. Back to Durant. Clock at 6. Shoots off the screen. Here's Ibaka. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Thunder. Boy, was he tremendous. He had 49 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of 3s. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable. Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Waiters with the ball. Gasol covering. Durant wide open. He fires. Here's Adams, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Both teams will make substitutions. Mr. Moves passes to Rose. Mayo, and that's for two. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
And turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about. You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. The Bulls leading by 5.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Rose dishes to Gibson. Can't hit from in close. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Puts up the baby hook. Sinks it. And the shot from McGarry. McGarry's got 8 points.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Again, Chicago.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense. And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
Throws down the breakaway jam. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Jarrett, and Gibson sends it back. Here's Mr. Moves. And so that's the end of the first half. Bulls lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, along with Coach Tom Thibodeau, and Coach, a pretty nice second quarter for you. What changed for the team as that first half progressed?